points in 3 straight games to start the season. How did you feel about tonight's game?
I like the start. How's that?
Yeah.
No, I like the start, and I think we learned a valuable lesson. Fortunate enough to get 2 points and still learn a lesson, I hope. So anyways, play a certain way, you're going to have success, and you get away from that, it gets real interesting, and it becomes a coin flip. So I don't like the coin tosses, so let's just play the right way.
Yeah, Cole Reinhardt, an outstanding night. What have you seen from him early on in this season? He had a great camp in Ottawa and seems to have carried that over here as well.
I think his confidence is the most thing. He's growing into his body. He knows how big and strong he is now, and he's asserting himself and playing heavy, and he's playing hard and going to dirty areas that he may not have went to consistently in years past. So, but I think the biggest thing is confidence with a guy like him, and he's had some success in Ottawa, and he's carried it over here.
Angus Crookshank gets on the score sheet and seemed pretty happy about it. We know how much he loves to score goals. How important is it for him to get off the mark?
Huge. I mean, he thinks about it 24/7, and it was pressing. It was only 2 games, but he puts a lot of pressure on himself to score, and he's good at it. So for him to get one, hopefully they come in bunches for him now.
Jan Yannick has been a more skill guy, but boy, was he ever putting his body on the line here tonight. What does that say about the type of player he is? I know you've already sung his praises for us.
Yeah, no, I think he's a leader in the room without wearing a letter, but the way he sacrifices and gets down there and blocks shots, I think it's infectious, and that's the way we need to play. That's what our identity is, and he's bought right into it, and I think, again, that's what leadership is, and he's showing that right now.
We talked about Levi Merlainen in the pregame. Didn't have a ton of action. Maybe that had something to do with things tonight?
No, I think what happened was we got real sloppy and real loose, and they got all kinds of free sticks on high tips and a lot of traffic in front of him in the second and third, and those are tough ones. So Levy was good, made some huge saves there with 6-on-5, real big save near at the end. So no, I think Levy was fine. It's just we slipped as a group in front of him.
And lastly, Syracuse coming in for a rematch from last week. Do we expect the same type of game from them?
I think so. I think they'll be pretty ornery, 0-2 in Laval this weekend, so they'll come in here ready to go, and we know they always play heavy. They play hard. Joel has them forechecking extremely hard, so we know what we have, and it's a task that I hope the guys are up to. Yeah,
and for you guys, stick to that game plan that was working out early in the game tonight.
Absolutely. I think it's a little bit different style of a team than Utica, but our fundamentals need to be there with 5 tight in areas and talking to each other and supporting, especially on our breakouts and our forecheck. It's going to be a battle of who forechecks best and who breaks out on the heavy forechecks.